the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air to open this one up. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Cloud.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The first carry for King Henry. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Going to go right back to Henry. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Raven first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd and 5. To the air one more time with Jackson. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and it couldn't have gone better. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field and come away with a touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline could even remember the score from last weekend.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray going to return it. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Quinshon Judkins. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's to the right side and incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That's number 40 on the season for him.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Okay, here now, 3rd and 5. Running left is Judkins. He's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd Pistol give. Here's 4. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. Riley Patterson now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tonight! Tonight! Yo!
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1.
Hey, Alpha, tonight!
They'll go again here with Henry. And I don't think he got there wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. To the right side, he's got Andrews. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Run. Let's go. I'm ready.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
2nd and 11. Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Some backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Cook. And the Browns will have great field position right around midfield.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and it's a big-time takeaway.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. High throw, but it's reeled in. So we'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be 2nd and 10.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you go.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Don't worry. Ready. Ready. Sit on.
A first down throw for Jackson. And here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let go. Let go.
Up the middle goes Judkins here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
It's Watson out of the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Here's a run. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come on.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. This throw left is complete with Judy.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Off the play fake. Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and short. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. He's still on his feet, and he will score. Mark Andrews, touchdown Ravens. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Gardner. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Third and 6.
Ready.
Watson. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit on. Ready. That's right.
Now it's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now Jackson, forced out left, going up top and looking for Andrews. And for the 3rd time in this first half, He's been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Browns will take over here just past the 30.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Let's go.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Come on, go.
On second down, here's Watson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 11. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Taken at the 19. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, middle.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 19 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson now. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 12 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing Jackson. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
Okay, break. Break it. Here we go. Let go.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
On the handoff, Judkins. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And
they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have come up with the football. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here at his defense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and we're able to stop that play really before it got started. Really nice play recognition there by the defense. They sensed the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield, and that ball was going to be checked down. The moment that ball hit the running back's hands, there was nowhere to go.
His kick is good. And the Ravens will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Cup 19! Come on! Hit!
On first down, it's Watson. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Quick work, taken in, and he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
18 yards on the pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up a 2nd down.
Second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Let's go. Let's go.
To throw on throw out wide. Package drop. That could be a live football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far. And that's only his first catch of the game, but, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
They'll run for it. It's Judkins. He's going to pick up the Browns, and he's going to have the Chargers.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
On the draw, it's 4. They'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. Here comes 3rd down.
The 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He's got his man complete. That's Judy.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That's out wide to Judkins. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
To number 10.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
It is brought in the end zone. K.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Browns.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Fair catch. Taken. And they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the give, it's Judkins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 23-yard line.
Warriors 70. Pass. 60 Bison. Ready?
It's Watson out of the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down.
Panther 60.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think, if you fail on that fourth down, you give the ball to your opponent, and all they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the fourth quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but to go out and try to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll run with 4. Finds room inside the 40. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Let's go now.
They'll run the toss here with Judkins. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but it'll be taken down for a loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Ready.
Out of the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected.
19.
Third and long for Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So now, pressure situation for Riley Patterson. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one is short. Oh, just off the crossbar. Doesn't get the bounce. And this one is going to remain a tie game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start, and it's exactly what they're able to do on that first down play.
Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
39-yard line.
Hey, report.
Off the play fake. Jackson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Pick up there of 19 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Shot.
Here's Henry. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Now, first and goal.
Henry.
Henry. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
Ready?
Now, here's second and goal.
Shot.
Again, it'll be Henry. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down.
Shot.
They'll stick to the ground. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop it for no gain. And now it's fourth and goal. So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This a potential game winner.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
On the return is Darden. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This is first and 10.
70 range for 70. Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
First down. First and 10 at the 36.
First and 10. Here's Watson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He finds Judy on that one. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This is 4th down.
Come on, come on. Set. 19, Tiger, 19.
They snap it to Watson. That's taken in, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd down. Jackson. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Mason Graham. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Gray going to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready.
Here's Judkins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
That's good.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Again, it's Judkins. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go!
Watson to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
He'll return it from the 11. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. And quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Omar, ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jackson looking to throw. And it's left side and caught by Flowers. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. That's long enough, and it's